Welcome to Unit 5's training video for object manipulation. Today we're just going to take a look at an overview regarding object manipulation. So let's go ahead and begin by bringing in an object here. We'll go ahead and bring in that one. A couple things you can do with object manipulation is when you select this object here, you're going to have a few features right away. You're going to have a gray circle here, and that will allow you to make it larger or smaller. You can manipulate it this way. You can also, with this green circle here, spin it to any direction you would like. The next thing, you have a drop-down menu. When you open up this drop-down menu, you have a variety of different features here. The first one is clone. If I want to make a duplicate copy of this image, I want it to be exactly the same size, you can clone that. You can see that I've made a duplicate copy of that. You can also make a duplicate copy by cutting that object and then right-clicking on your page and pasting it. You have another feature where you can go and just simply copying it and pasting it, leaving that image that you've copied and a new image exactly the same size. Another feature you have, if I select that, go to the drop-down menu, I can delete that item, and I can also delete this item. Next feature we're going to take a look at in object manipulation is locking. If you have an item that is on your page that you don't want students to be able to move that, you can go ahead and go to locking. You can lock that in place. What that's going to do is it's not going to allow students to actually come in here and move this item. If you select that item again, you're going to see a little lock sign here. Select that and you can unlock that. Another feature you have is flip. So if I want to flip it from left to right, or I can flip it from right to left, and I can also flip it up and down. Now let's go ahead and flip that back up. Now let's say I have two copies. I'm going to go ahead and clone that, and I have two items here. What you can do is if you highlight both items in your drop-down menu, whatever you select will occur with both items. So if I wanted to clone that, I'm actually going to clone both items. Go ahead and delete that. Another feature when you're looking to do this is if I select both of these items and I want both of these items to be one item now, I can actually group them. You'll see I can select group, and now you'll see I only have one drop-down menu because this has become one image. So I can move both images simultaneously. If I want to separate those two images, I go to grouping again and I can ungroup them. Now they become each individual image. Another feature you have is the order. Now in this case, when you are putting items on your page, you have to keep in mind the order that you are putting them on. So just to represent, this one is the first item I've placed on my page. If I come here and select the 2, this is now the second item I've placed on my page, and the 3 is my third item. What that means is this 2 is going to be on top of the 1 because it was my second layer. It is going to be behind my 3 because the 2 was placed on my page before the 3 was. Now, let's say I want the 1, which is currently my very first layer that's behind the 2 and behind the 3. Let's say I want that now in front of the 2 but still behind the 3. What I can do is change the order. If I come here to order, I can bring it to the front or I can bring it forward. Bringing it to the front is going to bring it all the way in front of the very last layer I placed on my page. Bringing it forward is only going to bring it up one layer at a time. So I'm going to bring it up forward because I just want it to be in front of the 2, which it is now, but it's still going to be behind the 3. If I want the 1 in front of all of my layers, I'm going to go back to order and I'm going to bring it to the front. Now it is in front of the 2, in front of the 3, or any other items I've placed with that layering system. Let's go ahead and send that to the back. So now I have my original layering system. 1 was my first layer, 2 was my second layer, and 3 was my third layer. Next thing we're going to take a look at is the infinite cloner. If you are using counters, for instance, let's go ahead and clear this page. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and find a penny for my counter. Scroll down and find the penny that I would like. I'm going to drag that in. With this item selected, I can go down to my drop-down menu, select Infinite Cloner. When I select that item, you're going to see the infinite sign here, which identifies that this is going to be infinitely cloned. So I can drag that item out, and now I can drag items out here, as many as I would like, so that the students can use these as counters. You'll notice that this stays stationary, so I can continue to pull out items. Now when you want to remove multiple items, you can simply highlight all of the items you would like to remove or delete. Go ahead and select the drop-down menu for any of those items, and when you select delete, it will delete all of those items. So I can go in here, I'm going to delete those items. Now in this case here, when I select this, since it is being infinite cloned, I have to unlock it first or uncheck my infinite clone. Now it is back to its original image that I can go and move this around. I can do a multiple or a variety of different things. So here I'm able to delete. Please check out additional videos on object manipulation or other training videos available to you from Unit 5.